question that I got after my conversation with Pat McNamara. And one of the things that he likes to say is that ass kicking lives in the transverse plane. Okay, so my question to you is, what are your thoughts on the importance of training in the transverse plane, and how do you incorporate that into your training?
I try to hit a lot of birds with one stone, so I don't necessarily focus on transverse training. But what I will say that as I do a lot of stability type work, so if you watch a lot of my stuff, we do a lot of bamboo bar squats, we do a lot of hanging kettlebell stuff. I find that's really big for transverse plane, and then also getting really good at sustaining long-term and weighted planks. I'm a big fan of Stu McGill and a lot of the stuff he uses for lower back. But I think the biggest problem with the transverse plane is honestly just learning how to brace. And you learn to do that with heavy weights, usually not the short and easy way. But, I don't know a lot of people that have a really weak transverse plane that squat 3 times body weight or deadlift 3 times body weight, right? So I find that the transverse plane is more about static strength than it is about anything else. So I find that utilizing oscillating or bouncing type resistance movements are amazing for developing that and learning to stay tight and create stiffness when needed. But I'm a huge fan of doing planks, side planks, front planks, moving arms and legs while you're doing it, and using a lot of bamboo bar in unstable environments. I'm also a huge fan of unilateral stuff, especially for athletes and soldiers, because you're only as strong as your weakest side. You find that transverse type strength is usually, if it's deficient, is usually caused by a right or left side dominance or weakness.
Yes.
Maybe not all the time, but some of the time. Everybody wants some magic thing that they can do. And I'm like, if you can hold a plank with a 75-pound vest on and 1 foot up in the air for 2 minutes, your abs are probably pretty strong.
And the thing about that is that you're not putting these huge flexion loads on your lumbar discs, right? Like that's
the whole point.
Exactly. It's amazing.
So how do you get stronger while reducing mileage? That should be everybody's thought process. How do I get better and reduce mileage? If you're not thinking that way, you're way behind. Because like I tell people all the time, there are all kinds of programs that I've seen that'll get people stronger. But there are very few programs that I've ever seen that get people stronger and keep mileage at a minimum.
Exactly.
That's the goal.